Heavyweights has knockers and knockers in any area. Ever since the birth of MMA, the attention of the audience has been riveted to the royal weight and its fighters. Many old-school fans still remember with warmth in their hearts, pride, the Strikeforce Grand Prix and the legendary trilogy of Cain, Velasquez, and Junior Dos Santos. For the first time in years, the UFC's heavyweight division is experiencing its dawn. A lot of the top prospects are in the division right now, and the top 5 is where the top thugs are. Pavlovich, Blades, Aspinall, the imminent arrival of Jon Jones, but among them, the French fighter Ciryl Gane, nicknamed Bon Gamin, clearly stands out for his style and skills. It is not enough to remember such a fast and technical striker in weight where you can meet pumped-up fighters with dynamite instead of hands or fat men with no less great knockout power. Fighters and experts often say that the speed and footwork of Gane can be compared to fighters 2 or even 3 weights lower. Soon, the bright striker will return to the octagon and face one of the toughest opponents of his career, Jon Jones. On this occasion, we decided to compile for you a list of the brightest performances of this fighter. Sit back and we'll begin. Let's go. In 5th place is Gane's 3rd fight in the UFC against the strong Canadian boxer Tanner Boser, who recently made his debut in the league with 1 victory. Prior to this, Ciryl had already managed to score 2 wins in the promotion with finishes and now sought to extend the winning streak. The fight filled up the Fight Night 165 victory. 4th place, Junior Dos Santos. The next opponent for the Frenchman was Junior Dos Santos, who was supposed to be a serious test for him. Although the Brazilian was no longer in the best shape, he still represented a danger on the battlefield of our hero and lost in recent battles only to the tops. Dos Santos was ranked 74th in the heavyweight rankings, while his opponent only made it to the top and was ranked 14th. It was a very important fight for promotion in the rankings and reputation in general. 3rd place, Alexander Volkov. After defeating Dos Santos, the French fighter rose well in the rankings and got the opportunity to lead the tournament for the first time in his career. The rival then became the Surinamese Jairzinho Rozenstruik. On the part of our hero, did not skimp on words. It was necessary to increase the popularity rating and show a good performance. Gane was given another chance for performance and only one gave 49-40 strong opponent. 2nd place, Derek Lewis. After defeating Volkov, Ciryl did not have a clear plan of action and a prospective opponent, but circumstances in the division gave him a great opponent and an opportunity. In the summer of 2021, the organization had misunderstandings with reigning champion Francis Ngannou regarding the 2nd number of the weight category. Derek Lewis, nicknamed the Black Beast and today's hero at the UFC 265 tournament in Texas, where Lewis grew up, took on the temporary gold. Lewis has long made himself known as not the most technical fighter with not the best form for a professional fighter, but at the same time, he had one main weapon: heavy hands. Against Derek Lewis, this fully reflects the essence of this fighter.
I need to sit my black ass down and do some more cardio. What you talking about right now? I ain't trying to fight for no title right now. Not with no gas tank like that.
2 months after the victory over Volkov, Ciryl Gane entered his first title fight. He was a sure favorite, but you couldn't forget who you were dealing with. At the stare-down, the Black Beast showed aggression. 1st place, Tai Tuivasa. Here we come to the best performance of the Frenchman's career. After winning for the title in January last year, a meeting of old sparring partners took place in the UFC octagon. The fight was preceded by a lot of dirt, conflict, and behind-the-scenes stories about the relationship between Francis and his old coach. Then, the reigning champion of the league won unanimous decision of the judges, taking 3 rounds out of 5. Then, the world first learned that Ngannou was able not only to knock down, but also to fight. But the first defeat in his career did not break the Ciryl, and he gathered his courage and decided to return to the winning path. As an opponent for the former champion, the 3rd-ranked Tai Tuivasa was chosen and was on an impressive streak of 5 knockouts in the organization. Despite the fact that in the last fight, he tightly knocked out Derek Lewis. Gane, along with the Australian, led the first tournament in Paris, which to some extent put pressure on the fighter. After all, you can't lose in front of your own audience. The first round was played in the reconnaissance manner characteristic of Ciryl. He gradually punched kicks in the legs and body to the songs of his native fans. Tuivasa was a little more active and tried to reach the Frenchman's jaw with his fist, but it was barely possible. In the second round, the unhurried course of the fight continued. Bon Gamin took single punches and pulled right away, but Tai started to land gradually during these runs over and over again. The Frenchman continued to bomb the enemy core, hitting the kick right under the ribs. With a little less than 2 minutes left in the round, Gane threw a punch again, but he forgot about past hits and this time got a brutal right hook that left him unable to move. After his first knockdown, he went into the clinch and waited out the dangerous moment. But Tuivasa was already beginning to look forward to victory and continued to hunt for his head. This angered the always calm Ciryl, and he began to deliver hard kicks to the body and threw his flying knee into the same place. They began to exchange blows, and the Australian instantly reduced the fuse of the enemy with a hard left hook that shook him. The rest of the round was spent viciously destroying Tai's innards with knees and kicks. In the third round, the Frenchman gathered all his strength and gave the perfect round. He continued to attack the enemy's core, and at one point, the blows became too noticeable, and Tuivasa began to cover the core. Today's hero played on this and threw out the most severe high kick, which was significant for the opponent, and went to finish him off. But this did not bring the expected success. From prolonged blows to the stomach of the Australian, he doubled over in pain and missed a couple of blows from the Frenchman. At the end of the round, Tuivasa gathered all his will into a fist and went with blows to the enemy, but Gane dodged all the blows and loaded a powerful left into his beard and finished off the wounded beast. A truly strong-willed victory and the most difficult fight in a fighter's career. Later, he admits that after the blow in the second round, he passed out for a moment. Now, he is preparing for a fight against the legend of mixed martial arts and the greatest fighter in the sport, Jon Jones. There are many strong fighters in the heavyweight division, but there is no doubt that Ciryl Gane is the undisputed elite of this division. That's all, friends. Like, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with your friends. MMA Rocket was with you. Bye.